Also in the news this evening, a private banker shot dead last year in East Oakland. Police say the person who pulled the trigger is a mentally ill man with a grudge. And now the victim's family is suing, saying officials did not do enough to protect him. KTVU crime reporter Henry Lee is live in the newsroom with details on this case. Henry.
Well, Andre, for months, the victim repeatedly called police saying the suspect was breaking his windows, making threats, and terrorizing him and his wife. It happened over and over until police say that same man pulled out a gun and killed him. Miles Armstead was a private banker and father of three whose second wife, Melina, was pregnant with their first child together. But in May 2020, Armstead was shot and killed outside his house at 76th and Nay in East Oakland, police say, by this man, Jamal Thomas, a mentally ill convicted felon who had been squatting next door.
This is an American dream that was turned into a nightmare.
Authorities say Thomas had a grudge against the family, terrorizing them and repeatedly breaking their windows in the months before Armstead was killed.
The system was a silent observer, sat on its hands, and ultimately allowed this tragedy to take place.
Adante Pointer, the family's attorney, is now suing Oakland and Alameda County, saying police and probation officers did nothing to stop the attacks. Thomas, the suspect, had been evicted from the house next door but came back.
Essentially squatting on the land and using it as a base, if you will, to launch attacks on the Armstead family.
Pointer said that included using rocks and bricks to shatter their windows and threatening to burn their house down. He said police were called each time, but that officers didn't consider them high-priority crimes. A neighbor who witnessed the killing told KTVU about this pattern of intimidation.
And he kept calling the police, and then Jamal lays low, and then he comes back. As soon as you let your guard down, he attacks again.
Oakland Police Department, Alameda County Sheriff's Departments are overworked.
KTVU legal analyst Michael Cardoza says the family faces an uphill legal battle because governments are usually protected from liability from the actions of its officials.
They can't cure all ills, and they can't look into the future to see which mentally ill people will commit crimes, especially hurting people.
Now, the Oakland City Attorney's Office declined to comment today and are yet to hear back from the Alameda County Council. Reporting live from the newsroom, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Troubling story indeed. Henry, thank you.